Okay, so we've given it a couple of days for the silicon to dry. So what you can see here, it's rained last night, so there's a little bit of water in here at the moment, but that's fine. So the silicon is all dry. I've got the pump pushed onto the end of the hose, so it's all ready to go. Now I've washed off a couple of bricks, so I'm going to have some water lilies in here. So what I'm going to do is plant them in this box, in this crate, just a normal crate, and sit it on those bricks in the end. So the lilies will be sitting up so high, and I can easily put my fertilizer into the dirt or whatever I'm going to use a bit later. So temporarily, just for tonight, because I want to turn it on and have a listen, I've just put the end of the hose here with a cable tie. Just that's all temporary. I'm going to do a proper fountain later, but yeah, I'm going to put a little bit of water in it and turn it on and have a look. I don't need that. All right, let's do it. Say hi. Just going to fill it up high enough so the pump is underwater, probably to the top of the bricks, and that's it for tonight. Going to go and get the water lilies in the next couple of days. So once I have those, and we can plant it into the tub, then I'll put the tub in and fill it up to the correct height. Say something like, it's the first time ever. Here we go.
Here we go.
Ah, special. All right. So now I'm going to sit here tonight and listen to that and relax. Then I'm going to get the lilies, plant them, fill it up. Then I'm going to work on the waterfall and finish that off, and then I'm going to figure out how I'm going to get power to the pump permanently, because it's just an extension lead temporarily at the moment. Right, okay, so the lily that we've just gone and harvested, we're going to put into our pot now. So I've started with a little base layer of soil. It's sort of a clay type of soil here. I don't think it's a big deal what you do use in the end. I've seen them planted into pea gravel, I've seen them planted into even kitty litter, because kitty litter is only clay pellets. That even works. So I've just gone with the local soil, done a base. So now we're going to compact it down, try and get rid of as much air as you can. By the way, the tub I'm using has no holes. Being a water plant, we don't need drainage, clearly, and if there were holes in the bottom, it would only cloudy up the water with dirt that would come out of there. Okay, and I've got some fertilizer too. So we've done the base. I'm going to put the fertilizer down now, just to sprinkle more dirt, and then the lily on top. Okay, so I've just spread a little bit of fertilizer down on the bottom. Just going to cover it with a little bit of dirt, just so that it's not sitting directly on the roots of the plant. Okay, so when we dug the water lily out, it's come out with the natural clay that it was growing in. So I'm just going to put the whole lot in together as one with the fertilizer underneath. I'm not going to separate them or anything. Straight in. Okay, so I'll fill it up around the edges with more dirt. Then I'll put a layer of stones around it to stop. We're going to have a little fish in there in the end, so we don't want the fish in there stirring up the dirt, interfering with the roots. So little stones will help with that. Okay, so now we've put our rocks or little pebbles inside around the lily. You can see them there. In the process, I've got all the leaves all dirty, so I might fill this up gently with water and wash the leaves off before I put it into the main big pot. Try and keep it as less muddy as we can get it. Okay, so we've washed them off a little bit. Now we're just going to fill up the pot with some water and let it overflow in there gently and raise it up to the finished level that we want it to be at. Okay, so this is it. We'll give the plant a few days. I won't run the fountain or anything, just let it settle down. Hopefully the leaves will straighten themselves out and everything will be good. See how it goes. Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome back. So today, finally getting to our little water feature. So at the moment, I've just placed it here. We're just test fitting it, making sure that we're happy with the height and the depth of it and just getting a feel for it. So I thought I'd show you before we bury what I've done, exactly what's happening here. So previously we had the red pipe, just a red rubber hose coming out the base of our water feature, but I've put it into this old piece of copper. So if you come around here, you can see that I've just cut a hole in the copper and run the red pipe up under it, and I've put a bit of bushing there just to stop the sharp edge of the copper cutting into the rubber over time, so we're not going to have any leaks down there. And I've got the red hose running all the way up to the top of this big gate valve. So this gate valve is just sitting here at the moment. I'll pull that off and you'll see inside what we're doing there. But I'm about to fill this in, so now you got an idea of what's happening. Okay, so we buried that. Now I want to get it level while the soil is still soft. Well, what do you know? It's pretty much spot on that way. And it's got to go that way. I didn't want to concrete this in exactly for this reason. Just over time we can push and pull it any way we like. Get it straight. We're going to do a rock garden around this later anyway and have rocks up against it, so that'll be further support. That's spot on. That's pretty good. Okay, compact that in a bit. I think it's time to move on. Okay, so I've taken the big gate valve off and you can see the end of my pipe here. I have it on my finger. I just need to fill up around and behind that pipe to make it watertight, so the water doesn't drain back down into the ground. The water has to come forward out our gate valve. So I've got my silicone and I'm just starting to really fill the whole thing up in there. Hopefully you can see. Yeah, kind of. Alright, you'll see the finished product in a minute. Okay, it's the day after the fish went into the pond. I've installed our big gate valve and this is the final product. There's the little trickle of water that we were after. But for some reason the water has gone murky overnight. For no real reason other than we put the fish in there. And we've put stones over the dirt, so they shouldn't have stirred that up. Maybe it's just a whole lot of nutrients went in there when we emptied the water that the fish came into the pond as well. Either way, they've decided to go hiding. So we don't see much of the fish, but they're in there somewhere. If you've got any suggestions, just comment below and let us know, but hopefully it'll clear up in the next few days. yeah. So that's it, guys and girls. I'm going to sit and I'll do the electrical later. But for now, just going to sit and enjoy the sound of the water. Thanks for watching. See ya.